What's up, Shacklz gang? This is Jaleel Shacklz, your advice guru. And in today's video, I'm going to just talk about why guys stare. But first, I just want to say that I haven't posted a video in a while. And that's because I've been focusing on myself. Now, for those who have met me at Disney with my crazy personality and just loving life, I no longer work there. But you could definitely hit me up through Messenger because the last time I checked, I'm not necessarily as famous as everybody else to the point where they hire people to oversee their messages and things like that. I came across this topic because I was actually on Google and I searched why guys, and then I let it fill in the rest, and it says stare. Now, I have to admit, a lot of y'all women are beautiful and don't even realize it. Y'all here walking around with your sweatpants and everything, hair tied and everything else, and we're staring, and you're just like, I look ugly. Like, why are you looking at me? Or like, why are the good-looking guys staring at me when I'm ugly? In reality, you're not ugly. To be honest with you, you're in your most natural form. In the way that you may not be wearing as much makeup to cake it on to try to please a guy, or you're not wearing these beautiful outfits. Guys do temporarily get intimidated, if you will, and in a way that sucks because that just means that you're a type of woman who knows how to carry yourself, and he's nervous as to whether or not he can get you. And I'm not just talking about in the pants, but if he's thinking about a relationship in general, usually we're thinking like, oh, they can have my babies sometimes. But it's in your most natural state, and it's easy to approach. It's just easier to approach when you're dressed more so regular. And to be honest with you, it's a lot better that a guy stares at you in that moment than when you're super dressed up. Reason being that he's probably going to expect you to dress like that every single time, and when you take the makeup off, it's like, oh, she ain't ready to go. But if you're in your most natural state, he's looking at you for your pure beauty. Now, I'm not saying just walk out and look like Baja Man with a little hat, with his hair like right here, and it only goes like that big. I'm saying in a way where you dress casually. You still give a damn about your appearance, but at the same time, you're not as focused on it. So it shows a little bit of vulnerability. Second reason why we're staring. Unfortunately, there may be something that you're doing or something that we're noticing about you that really catches our attention, and it may not be the best thing because it may be like, I don't know, maybe you have like, I don't know, let's just say one pants leg is ripped and then the other one is like bluish green color, so we know that you washed that thing like 3 million times to where the color faded out, and it's like, does she ever change those pants? Mind you, you might be like, oh yeah, this is my favorite pair of pants, and that's just the way you roll. But you gotta own it. The third reason as to why we're probably staring at you is because you probably remind us of somebody that we've seen before, and we're not quite sure if you're that person. And we don't, just like girls think that it's like some random guy that they think, oh, he looks just like blah, 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 and then you walk up to the person, and then it's like, ooh, awkward, and you accidentally touch their butt. It's kind of like that, and honestly, I had that happen to me before, which is kind of weird. It felt gay, and I didn't like it, and I was like, what the fuck are you doing? But that's how they would have interacted with that person, and I completely understood, and I was like, hey, just keep that between you and your friend. Like, check to see the person before you just go grabbing asses. The fourth reason is that we're interested, we're thinking about coming up to you, but internally we're thinking, she might actually have all these guys coming up to her and stuff like that. I have to make it perfect. I have to do the right approach. When in reality, all we have to do is walk up and say hi, because you're probably so damn gorgeous that there's other guys that would be talking to you, but they're afraid to talk to you. So they're not in your DMs, and you may feel ugly, but in reality, you're so beautiful that the guys are a little bit nervous to actually approach you. Now, players will approach anybody and everybody just to see if they can get in their pants, and then they'll screw you over, and then they'll ghost you. But that's acting upon the staring that's currently going on. But these are the few reasons why guys stare. You're beautiful as hell. We may see a little flaw, but to be honest, a lot of the times we see a little flaw that's actually cute that separates you from the other girls that we're currently looking at, and that definitely helps us out because we like finding something different in women and just generally speaking, rather than these ratchet hoes that are out here. And if you got mad because I said ratchet hoes, it only applies where it fits, unfortunately. But I personally don't think that you're ratchet and that you're a hoe. So I think that you're being stared at for beautiful reasons. And if dudes are just catcalling, they're just being dogs. That's the game of life. But this is Jaleel Shacklz, your advice guru. Deuces.